Hello, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are around the world, and a huge welcome to today's Postgrad Insight session, which is brought to you today by IMT Nord Europe, who are a dedicated engineering institution based out of France, but put a lot of emphasis on studying within Europe. Before I hand you over, I'd like to just remind you this is a live session. So if you have any questions, any concerns, please put it in the chat or the Q&A facility at the top or bottom of your screen, and we'll endeavour to answer your questions as best as possible. If it's not been possible, we will reach out to you afterwards. But just a reminder that today is a live session. So if you are watching on social media and you want to ask questions, please put it on the messenger facility or on the Q&A. Just a reminder what today will cover. We'll go through all the information about what IMT Nord Europe have to offer, a chance for you to win £2,000 off your tuition costs. That's recently up from £500. Details of the upcoming postgrad insights that we've got, the short presentation from INT, and then I'll be back for the live Q&A towards the end. But for now, I'd like to hand you over to Virginie. She works with IMT Nord Europe. She'll be taking you through the next 30 to 45 minutes, and I'll be back for the Q&A at the end. Thank you. See you soon.
So hello everyone, welcome to this webinar. I will be introducing our School of Engineering called IMT Nord Europe. We are located in France and we offer English taught master's programs in science, engineering and technology. So first of all, why choosing France for your education? As you might know, France is a world-class economic power, and currently the main priorities of the government is focusing on sustainable development, such as eco-materials, for example, and the industry of the future. France is located at the heart of Western Europe, really easy to then visit some amazing capitals and cities in Europe. You might have heard about the great food and culture, French culture, and also the French language, which is really well known, and you can use French to speak in many countries around the world. In France, you will have some advantages, free social security, some financial housing allowances, and also after your studies, you will have the opportunity to stay and work and search for a job after your visa expires. France is also known for the quality of its higher education. We have Campus France, which is the French agency for the promotion of higher education in France. Really interesting for you to visit the website in your own country. If you are from India, you look for Campus France India on Google, for example. We are an appealing destination for international students, and there are some study in English opportunities. But then I will also focus on the north of France region, where we are located. And I wanted to just introduce you the main industries you will find in our area, because historically we are an industrial region with a strong expertise in various sectors, such as the one you can see below. The regional labor market is really dynamic. It will be quite easy, I will say, for you to find an internship, a 6-month internship. I will discuss about that later, but you will see there are a lot of internship opportunities in these sectors, and also for you, hopefully, to find your first job after your graduation. France #1 automotive region is the north of France. We have 3 world-class automakers, which are Toyota, Renault, and Stellantis, Peugeot, if you are Peugeot, Nissan. We have also a big food producing region in France, and healthcare cluster. And also with the chemical sector, you have a lot of opportunities. So a lot of industrial, an industrial market, I would say, to summarize. And now, why IMT Nord Europe? So, like I said earlier, France is well located in Europe. but IMT North Europe is located in the north of France, which is a really nice place to then visit, for example, Brussels, Amsterdam, and also Paris, which is less than 1 hour by train. Being in a region of France instead of Paris is also a lot cheaper. You will save some money. And IMT North Europe specifically, you will have an international student atmosphere and friendly atmosphere, because north of France people are well known for their kindness. We say here that maybe the sunshine is not outside, but it is. You will find it in our earth. Sorry. So that's something really nice about the north of France people. At IMT North Europe, you will also find student residencies, which makes it quite easier for you to settle in France. And of course, it's why we are here today. We have study in English opportunities. About the school, we have more than 2,200 students, over 600 graduate students per year, a network of a lot of graduate students, so 15,000 graduate students, alumni, we call them. We also award a PhD degree from 3 doctoral schools, so you can maybe, like one of our students today, continue on a PhD program here in IMT North Europe. We have more than 120 teachers and researchers in our laboratories and in our school, and our research centers are the campus for the research centers is over 20,000 square meters. We have an incubator, a fab lab, a learning center. We are part of the Institut Mines Telecom group, which is the largest group of schools of engineering and management in France. And we have a strategic partnership with the University of Lille. 2 of our master's programs that I will introduce today with my colleagues and students, 2 of them are co-accredited with the University of Lille, and 1 of them with the Institut Mines Telecom. Of course, because we are really well-known school in the north of France, institution in the north of France. In France, we have a lot of partnerships with companies in the private and public sectors. So today we want to focus on the master's degree programs we offer. So I am just gonna introduce basically the main information about them. Then we will go more in depth in each program, and my colleagues and students will also introduce the different programs, and then I will take back the microphone to give some more details about, for example, application and some other details. So all our master's programs will last for 2 years. They are full master's program. The total cost is 18,000 euro. So in total for the 2 years, they are fully in English, and the intake is always in September. So next intake is in September 2024. Usually it's early September. The first semester is going to be on our campus in Douai, north of France. You will, in the 3 programs, the focus is on engineering studies. The second semester, all our students, they head to Paris, south of Paris, in Évry. We have a partnership with Institut Mines Telecom Business School, and the students will go south of Paris and study business, communication, entrepreneurship. I will come back on this semester after. So a brand new topic, and you forget about engineering, you just study business, communication, like I said, finance, supply chain. And after, at the end of the master 1 year, short summer time, and then we start in September with again on the campus of IMT North Europe in the north of France with engineering studies, and the last semester of the masters program is the internship. So with the master thesis, the internship, so it's a 6 months of professional experience. And the student can choose to do it in a company or to apply to do it in a laboratory if maybe he or she would like to continue and apply for a PhD after the graduation. Something important is that I would like to say is at IMT Nord Europe, you will learn by doing. There will be a lot of lab teaching. My colleagues and students will mention that, but you will have a lot of group works, case studies, for example, in IMT Business School. You will practice, and that's what makes the difference also between a School of Engineering and a university is not just lecturers. You are going to be on in the laboratory, working on machines, on materials, on innovation, and innovating every day. The purpose of our master's degrees, the main purpose is for you to become a specialist in your field. Why not to manage a team or be really an expert in what you want to do, or continue on a PhD, so more on research, focusing on research. So that's the 3 programs we offer. We are going to go more in details on these programs. I think the order is not the right one. The first one we are going to introduce is the civil engineering program called Advanced Design and Management of Durable Constructions. So we will have Sofia Skurti from Greece, who is a fresh graduate student. She just graduated from the program. And then we will have the Design and Management of the Industry 4.0 program, which is more an industrial engineering program with Amin Abdou, who is the head teacher of the program. And we will finish with the Eco-Design and Advanced Composite Structures program with Mylène Lagardère and 2 of her students in the program, Maxine Ramelot and Louise Gallego. So Sofia, that's now for you. I let you take the microphone, the virtual microphone.
Yes.
Thank you, Sofia.
Thank you very much. Hello to all of you. I am Sofia Skurti. I am an environmental engineer and I'm freshly graduate, as Ms. Sodo told you before, from the Master in Advanced Design and Management of Durable Constructions. Our head teacher is Mr. Muhammadu Amar. First of all, this master combines in a high level 3 important factors for civil engineering research. Firstly, we have the opportunity to do a wide research for the study, the formulations and the characterization of different materials, to manage and reduce the waste, but at the same time to maintain and improve the durability of the structures and buildings. Every research is connected with the objectives. And in modern era, we have to search new ideas to improve our lives. Through this master, we have the opportunity to be part of this improvement and 5 innovative solutions for civil engineer structures, as well as to adopt and develop some treatment methods for building materials, and promote and include the circular economy approach. For the success of this master, the teaching staff plays a vital role. We have many experts in their field to transmit the different knowledge and information with international recognition and authors of multiple high-ranked books and publications. To continue with, as for the academic and professional objectives, that this master offers to an engineer is to find efficient methods and techniques to achieve the double goal to minimize the carbon footprint and improve the durability of the structure. Of course, to learn new ways of environmental friendly constructions with low impact on the environment, and making use of materials that are innovative, sustainable and efficient. to have a wide knowledge of the best construction methods, to know and design different structures with different materials such as steel, concrete, wood, and etc. To also conduct research and engineering projects, but at the same time to develop and promote our management and communication skills. So as a result, those are the main reasons that why I chose this master to continue with my studies. During the semesters of the courses, we got involved with a variety of courses, visits, and laboratories. This master offered courses for the building materials, for the design and calculation or diagnosis and repairing, for the smart home and build methods, to know more about digital tools and constructions. And also it gives to the student the opportunity to enter in a research process with scientific, technical, and research projects with the lab and material research. And we have also the opportunity to enter in a professional environment with a variety of construction sites and company visits. After my experience of my master, I can admit that this master, I really like this master because we had the opportunity to have information about the new construction materials and their characteristics, which is really important in our time. And we had also a lot of laboratories to apply the theoretical knowledge that we had from the courses. As for the careers that we can have after the graduation of our masters, there is a variety of careers that a graduate can have, such as business manager, director of design studies, production or operation director, product director, works and sites director. Moreover, the graduate could be a research and development engineer or apply for a PhD program and connect his PhD with academic career by becoming an assistant professor after the PhD or continue with a postdoctoral studies. As Ms. Haddo explained before, the last semester of our master is a 6-month internship. In this part of our master, we have to choose what type of internship we prefer. The influence after the different courses and laboratories made me to choose a laboratory internship in a university in STP Paris. And after the completion of the master and the internship, I made the decision that I would like to continue with a PhD. So I'm happy to announce that I will continue be part of IMT Nord-Europe through my PhD position from 1st of December. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Sofia. Congratulations, by the way. Thank you to you. So now we will introduce the second program of the day with Amin Abdou. Thank you, Amin.
Thank you. So hello, thank you for joining. I am Amin Abdous, the head teacher of the Master of Science, Design and Management of the Industry 4.0. I am myself a former international student. I completed my master degrees and PhD here in France, and I also worked in the industrial sector in Airbus before joining IMT North Europe as associate professor. So in this master program, students train in important skills for the digital industry. Let's start with our research center digital system. So in the research center digital system, our objective is to design smart, self-running system, improve how we interact with digital tools, and also control large setup using modern technology. This also what make this master program particular, because we conduct already research project on new concept and system in a relationship with the industrial and academic partners. We also develop research about communication system, IoTs, artificial intelligence, and also machine learning. So our day-to-day work involve teaching, interaction with the student, and particularly engineering student, on innovative project. The projects are not just theoretical, they are done also in collaboration with the industrial sectors and the industrial professionals and academic partners also. We developed new concept and system that can be applied in the real industrial world. So now let's see the academic and professional objective and how this program can lead to a career in the industrial sectors. So students will learn about managing industrial process. The program provides solid understanding of both organizational and the automation aspect that are crucial for the industrial process. We also try to manage industrial production system and logistics system in a way that are innovative, sustainable, and efficient. We are also aligned with the European Commission guideline for the industry 5.0, which means that our system are already human-centered, sustainable, and also resilient. Also, students will learn about machine learning, data analysis, artificial intelligence, and doing that, working on real project, applying what they learn directly in our laboratories or in internship with the industrial company. So the core details of these courses is details in this slide. What you could expect is courses about production management, logistic, smart transportation system. Also system automation. This part cover all what automotive various industrial process, making operations smooth and efficient. And also courses about the machine learning and mobile robotic. This segment introduce students to the core concept of machine learning, dive into data, learn to analyze it, how to extract knowledge from it, and also how to make informed industrial decision. We also have a 1 month full immersive research project to apply what students learn in real environment scenarios. Our teaching include researcher from the digital system laboratories or center, and also professional from the companies, professional sectors, blending academic and practical experience. So let's see quickly and briefly the structure. The first semester include the production management courses, logistic and intelligent transportation courses, industrial system automation, and software architecture for mobile robotics, but also French language courses. In the second semester at IMT Business School, the program covering sales, business, finance, and more, as highlighted by Virginie. In the second year or third semesters, you have also the continuity of the program, and in the fourth semesters, you have the internship. If we move to the knowledge and skills, the core knowledge and skills that students gain in the masters are an educational experience that blend also the theoretical understanding with the practical knowledge about system automation, production management and logistics, autonomous and intelligent system. The program equipped students with the knowledge and skills to lead an innovative and dynamic industrial career in the industrial and the service field. And also, starting from the next year, we will offer a green belt certification. As part of the program, the Green Belt certification offered in partnership with a company called Seven Shape include the training through a serious game. This interactive approach allows participants to learn and apply what they learn in lean management principle in a simulated environment, enhancing their problem solving and process improvement skills, and also preparing them for managing real industrial lean project. And also, upon the completion, they can also pass an exam and get the professional lean green belt certification. Also, if we speak about the career perspective, this master program opened doors to a range of promising careers in the industry sectors. Graduate will be well positioned for position like production manager position, industrial project director, embedded software developers, and also automation engineer. Not only that, but also the program also can serve as a gateway to a PhD study, since in the Digital System Center, we offer up to 10 PhD positions annually. And also, this list is not exhaustive. Graduate can fill various roles within the industrial and service sectors. Thank you, and I am open to any question or discussion later.
Thank you, Amin. Now we'll introduce the last program with Mylène Lagardère and her two students, Maxime and Louis. Thank you, Mylène.
Yeah, thank you, Virginie. Hi, everyone. So my name is Mylène Lagardère. I'm going to be the head teacher for the Master in Eco-Design and Advanced Composite Structures. And as the title said, we're going to deal with material science, but also with mechanical engineering in this program. So you may not know about composite materials, but you have like this picture here where we show that actually it's very linked with reinforcement as the shape of a fiber. And this is a textile that we have to mix with a resin to make this very nice product, which are very lightweight, but with high performances. So we can address a lot of engineering fields, such as aeronautics, transport industry in general, but also sports and leisure. So the purpose of this master is going to share with you our knowledge on those materials and how to deal with it in the industry. So why we propose this is that in our research center, we have a pool of 15 professors, teachers, and engineers working on composite materials. And our research purpose is to develop those new materials which are environmentally friendly, and we want them to become more environmentally friendly and to provide recycling solutions also for those materials. We work on material science on different materials such as carbon, glass, but now our research focuses on bio-based composites such as the use of natural fibers and also the new bio-based resin that appear on the market today. So it's a challenging and a moving market that is ahead of us. We also provide engineering science as to improve what we have today in terms of optimization of the parts, of their performances, but also on the manufacturing. And to do so, we're going to model and to simulate and develop the tool to simulate the processes to develop those high performance parts in a process that is going to address eco-designing. So to do so, we benefit from a unique platform that we call POPCOM for advanced composite materials. And it's a unique technical platform to for the optimization of those advanced materials and the optimization of those of their processes too. So we have a last workshop for this composite manufacturing where we have almost all the processes that are available on the market today and the new ones that are going to appear and we develop to address the industrial challenges. We also have modeling and simulation tools to do so for processes, but also for the mechanics of the parts. We have a calculation cluster to do so and a large variety of characterization labs that you will benefit from. So what is the edX program providing is for you actually to bring solutions to the modern challenges. The modern challenges concern the environment principally. So if we develop a composite material that is lightweight, we already address those challenges by reducing the energy consumption during transportation. But we also have to address the economical aspects of those things and the transition of the industry towards more intelligence or sensors embedded and stuff like that. So we have a lot to do. We develop actually the knowledge on the materials and the life cycles to control environmental impacts on those for the ecological transition, while developing complex parts incorporated with different functions and with a design with bounded limits. And this is only possible with those composite materials where you can have very complex parts to produce, and you can actually do it more easily than you would do, for example, with a metallic part. So in this context, the edX program will consist in dealing with actually providing the knowledge on the materials, because we have a lot of students that don't know about composite materials when they arrive in the program. But it's not a problem because we're going back to the definition of the composite and their market, where to find them, also how to manufacture them, so to know about the processes and their specificities of each process regarding the market. And this, we do it with lab sessions directly on the manufacturing lab with the manufacturing unit. The second part of the program is going to concern designing of those parts based on eco-design with computer-aided design. Again, we have some students that know about material science, but don't know much about mechanical engineering. And so we go back also to the basic on mechanical engineering to be able at the end of the program to design with the composites, to model the processes and the material, but also to lead some for innovation and designs. We also have the possibility to visit some companies that we try to set each year, and to benefit also with a partnership from big companies in France and in the north of France, where we're dealing with through our research program. So you're going to benefit from this industrial experience, the local industry, because the north of France, as Virginie said, is really rich in automotive, railway, aeronautics, and sports industries. So what we want for our students at the end of the program is to develop good knowledge on composite components, composite manufacturing, and so to be able to define a complete book of requirements when they go on the industry and to provide solutions for the industry. So this you will do directly during the class, and also during the projects that you're going to follow during the different course units that you are going to follow. Also, you're going to, with the internship, the final internship, to concrete it, to make this completely real with developing the skills to lead and innovate, to lead an innovative project linked with the composite material, and to go directly down to the development of a prototype. Also, we want you to be able to coordinate and manage a team, and this you will do through our program and also through what you will do in IMT Business School for the second semester. So if we go next slide on the description of what you would do at the end of the program, we open for you the doors to different industries like the automotive, railway, aerospace, ports, equipment industry, but also the fuel industry, like the hydrogen tanks that has to be developed. And this will be the big market for tomorrow for composite industry to develop some pressure vessels in composites. So you can pick your industry activity field, but also you will be able to go on with a place in production management, but also design management or project management. Also, we would like you to go on with your studies, and maybe you have the possibility to continue with a PhD program. That will be like a great expertise to gain at the end of this program. So we have 2 students here that are currently in the 2nd year of the ADAX program, and they can open the camera and mic, and they can introduce themselves to present you why they choose this program, if they are happy with the program, and also if it fits their professional experience that they want to follow. So, Maxine, maybe you want to start?
Yeah, I can start.
Thank
So
you.
hi, I'm Maxine. I'm 2nd year in the EDAX program. I'm from the US. I did my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. Professional goals, I'd love to do R&D for a automotive or aerospace company. And why I chose this program and why I've enjoyed it is the sustainability aspect of it, of having a program that talks about composite materials and getting to learn about the sustainability of them, and the options and where the research in the future is going, and learning about how it is affecting industries. I also enjoyed the semester in the business school. I think even if you don't want to be an entrepreneur, it's good advice for anyone going into industry or for life. So yeah, that's me.
So, hello everyone. I'm Luis Gallego. I'm a Spanish industrial design engineer, and I decided to join this master because I found the topic really interesting about being specialized on material composites, but as well you get the real knowledge of material science and how you can apply those physics or maths that you've studied during your bachelor to real see the application on materials and innovative projects. I will say as well that it's a good opportunity to study abroad, to get this European vision of the industry, and also about the semester in Paris in the business school. I think it's a really good business and finance and other communication skills you will gain as a basis for industrial or engineer manager that it's needed. And also we obtain ecological awareness about studying about these materials. So I think you get the direct application of this material science to join those engineer concepts and competence you've acquired already, and to apply it for this material science field. Thank you for listening, and I hope it was clear.
Thank you, Luis. Maybe Luis and Maxine, do you have maybe like an highlight on one class, a lecture that you really enjoyed, or you want to wait for the question session?
I know for me, the projects, at least so far from last year, where we got the opportunity to think through a real world problem and then defend a design idea, I think that was one of my favorites so far.
Yeah, thank you for your feedback.
For me, I think I would highlight the subjects related to in material science and on designing the material, the composite materials, because I think you had to know like all the physical bases, all the science bases, and with all that knowledge, you can obtain a different calculation of I don't know, numerical calculation or material calculation. So you kind of get to apply those knowledge you had in before to get a result in a material or in a product. So you kind of see the whole process of theoretical knowledge, and you get to apply it and to obtain a material that it was that it can be innovative. So I think that those classes, those subjects were my favorite.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So maybe I can give the floor to Virginie back.
First of all, the school is located in Évry. It's south of Paris, approximately 40 to 45 minutes by RER train. So like it's not the subway because it's a big train, but it's a suburb train from Paris. And it's a big campus where you will also have the opportunity to have access to student residencies. So our students, when they go there, they can book their room and their accommodation before leaving. So it's also really convenient. And here you can see on this slide all the courses you will get there. You can also find all this information on our website. You have all the detailed syllabus. Last year we introduced the detailed syllabus of each program, but you can easily find it online. So do not hesitate to visit our website. I will leave my contact details at the end of the presentation. So last, but maybe one of the most important slide, how to join us. So first of all, to apply for a master's degree program, you need to hold a bachelor's degree, so or equivalent. So it should be in the fields of engineering, in an engineering, science, or a technological field. But we are quite open to the different profiles. So do not hesitate to ask us, like some of you already did, to share with us your CV, for example, or your background so that we can advise if it will be possible to be selected or not. Of course, for non-native English speakers, you will need to provide a B2 test in English. If your language of instruction was English during the bachelor's degree, for example, in India, you don't need to provide a B2 test, but you need a letter from your university stating that the course was taught in English. The fees, like I said, it's 18,000 euro for the 2 years, and there is just an application fee of 60 euros. And then you can expect monthly expenses around 700 euros in Douai, approximately. It depends how you can or cannot save money, and how you live, if you like to go out, or etc. As a student, it's always good, but you also have discounts as a student in France for transportation and cinema, restaurants. You can have discounts. In Évry, of course, south of Paris, it's a little bit higher. Regarding scholarships, the main provider will be the government, so either the French government, and you can have all this information on Campus France of your own country, but also you can ask us, or your own government. Sometimes there are also some scholarships program going on. I just wanted to add about expenses, that of course, yeah, there will be the insurances. There are some important fees that you need to take into consideration. Your visa also, you need to proceed with the visa. But anyway, there might be questions, and I will think about what I was missing. Regarding the application process, there is an application form that you can download here directly through the QR code, or you can find it on our website. Like I said, there is a 60 euro application fee. There are some required documents. Whenever everything is ready, you can send it to me, and then we will schedule an interview with usually myself and the head teacher of the program. It's quite short notice, so 2 weeks approximately. It's we send you some time slots and we schedule the interview, and then within a few days we tell you that you are admitted, if you are admitted or not in the program. Like I said, the intake is in September, and you can apply by end of June 2024. If you have a visa application to submit, it's better to anticipate a little bit because it can take a long time during the summer in the different consulate. And just to summarize, admission for us is based on your academic background, of course, but also your personal motivations, including your professional project, if you already have an idea of what you want to do. And that's why we are also open to different profiles, because we believe that the motivations can be sometimes more important than the academic results. And voila, I think that's it. So here the main contact, you can WhatsApp me on this number or email me on this email. Thank you very much for listening. Now, Gareth, I think you're gonna share with us the different questions that you have received from the auditors.
Regine, thanks for your time.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you navigating around quite a few people there. You're right, we are just going to talk for 10 minutes. And at this point, I'd like to invite everyone that's discussed and talked about the programs and their living circumstances back onto the panel. And I want to start with Maxine, because you can't help but notice she introduced herself as being from the States. And I think it's wonderful and it's great to see the different cultures and the broad audience of people that are coming to one of your two campuses you mentioned. Maxine, can you come on at this point? Just bring your camera back on, because I'm keen to find out what made you choose IMT, because it's a big commitment for you to come from the USA. I don't know where you live exactly, but it's a huge commitment, not only from an anxiety point of view, because obviously you're going halfway around the world, but from a cost implication as well. How did you go about that? How easy was it to get the likes of the visa? And how did you find the members of staff at IMT helpful in terms of getting that over the line? Now's your chance to shine, by the way.
Yeah. So I partially chose this program because over COVID, I had a virtual internship through Germany where I worked with composite materials. And before then, I'd been interested in doing more of a materials engineering, material science after my mechanical engineering education. And then that internship really made me more interested to actually be over here, for one, and to focus on composites in my master's degree. So for looking for programs, I looked for a program that focused on composite materials. And I was also really passionate about that sustainability aspect. And those two things helped me find IMT. And then got in. My interview went great with Milene and Virginie, and it really, like, I think the interview too, where we talked about the program, I got more information, maybe put in my #1 spot. And so here I am. For the visa process, I had a little bit of trouble with my visa over initially, but Virginie and the rest of the staff were great with that. Worked out, I'm here, everything's great. And even past the visa, I think after I arrived with then certifying the visa, bank accounts, phone numbers, the staff was really helpful, but I also found that I think a lot of my help came from the other international students. For a lot of that day-to-day or that sudden confusion, there's a lot of students here who probably have the same issue or had the same issue yesterday or the week before, or will need your help in a week. And the international community here with students is very helpful. Everyone wants to, you want to help people and they want to help you back. So that's been very helpful in terms of the big shift with all of that, the more bureaucratic stuff.
I'm guessing you're based in the northeast of France, in the Lille, close to the Lille city of
Yeah.
Lille. How important was that when it comes to location? Because I'm based in the UK and you're actually closer to London than I am, where I am in the UK. So that is such an important facet to what the institution offers, surely.
Yeah, for sure. I think
Okay.
the opportunity to travel to a bunch of new places, not too far a weekend even. So
Excellent. Thank you, Maxine. I really appreciate that. At this stage, Luis, would you like to come on as well and just talk about your experience? You know, Virginie mentioned earlier on about the differences in cost between the south of Paris campus to the Lille campus. You know, I think it's 200 euros difference. Does that make a big difference? And is the accessibility and the location of the institution important to you?
Yeah, like the accessibility is good. It's like 20 minutes from Lille, so it's not like in nowhere, you know. So and there is like a train every 30 minutes or 1 hour. There's a 20-minute train, so it's quite accessible. And for the logement, the residence and all of that, it's like a very good facility, because you don't have to be searching for like a room or a place to live, because already the university is giving to you, and with a very good price in comparison with other places you can live in the city. So in those terms, they make like a really good service for living in the campus of Lille, but as well in Évry. So I think it's very accessible, and it's they cover a really good necessity for us. Yeah.
And what made you choose IMT? Because obviously you're from Spain, I think you said.
Yes.
Your English seems quite good. Was it good before you arrived? Did you have to take any additional tests? And how did you find that English language requirement number to be for you?
Yeah, for me the English point, it was a challenge, because when I was in secondary school I got a really good English level, but during my bachelor I didn't even touch English. It was all in Spanish. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to follow the courses in English, because all engineer stuff, all my knowledge I acquired, it was in Spanish. So it was like a challenge at the beginning, but I think everything went good. Most of the technical words or concepts, the words are really similar, or similar to French or things like that. So it was like a challenge at the beginning. I remember the interview I had with Virginie and Milen before joining the master. It was like crazy for me, because it was like a long time ago. I didn't use English, but I didn't even have to like take the courses or things like that. At the beginning I was like using not a very good English, and I improved it a little bit, I think. So it went good, and I didn't have any problem to understand the courses or things like that. And yeah, the professor were helping a lot. And about the question of joining the master, I think I joined the master because of of the of the knowledge I wanted to acquire, because in Spain it works in some way different. The masters are like really focused on some point or on some specific work. So it's like more focused on doing something. And in this master, it was like focused as well on material, on composite material, but as well in material science and product development. So it was kind of, it had some knowledge I wanted to acquire, but it's like an open field you can work on, like in product development, product design, project management, or material science. So I think that was the main part, the main point, for me to decide to do the master in here and not in Spain, because I think it was like a very good complement to my background, and that was the key point. And as well, having to move abroad, it was like an experience for me, for my professional knowledge, to work in another country and to get to know how another country that is close to me, but they work really different in a very innovative way. I think it was the second big point, and that's why I decided to come here.
Louise, thanks for your time there, and Maxine as
Thank
well.
you.
Thank you very much. Regina, I want to get to some of the questions that have been asked during the session. A few of them have been answered already. How do I apply? It was, they've asked it before the slide was shown,
Yes,
which is great.
always.
They're not to know that. So if you have asked, I encourage you to watch the presentation back. On the page now, you can see the how to contact us page. There's a telephone number, an email address. Please, I mean, you've heard from Louise and from Maxine already, just how approachable they were and how much they helped with getting things over the line, whether it be visas, whether it be the English language requirement. So please rewatch that. Now, Regina, I do want to touch on the funding and the scholarship aspect, because a lot of people, that's very important. I mentioned earlier the hard, difficult life we now live in terms of funding and monetary situations. How do students go about applying for funding? What opportunities have you got? And are there external opportunities as well, in particular around the French government that obviously you're backed by?
Yes, yeah. So the first thing to do if you are really interested by a program at IMT North Europe is to contact me, because how I used to work is whenever I have someone interested, I straight away check what are the different scholarships available. I say that because depending on the countries, there can be a scholarship program that exists that maybe no one knows about, but you can find something. And I'm really there to look for funding solutions. IMT North Europe, we don't have our own scholarship program, but there are many of them. The French government offers a lot of scholarship programs depending on the countries. The main known one is the FL Excellence Scholarship Program. It's really for candidates who have, for example, over 3.7, 3.8 GPA. So they have to be excellent. And then there are some scholarship programs that exist for Indian students with the Sharpak Scholarship Program, for example. In South America, in Central America, there are. In Panama, in Costa Rica, there can be a scholarship program for maybe a Master 2 or a 2-year scholarship. So the best thing is to contact me, and then on their side to check on the Campus France website of their country, because they have all the information on that website. And through me, they can also have all the information. I just wanted to add, Gareth, because I totally forgot to mention it. During the master's program, the students are going to learn French. It's important because we spoke with Louis, who was maybe struggling with like the English learning, like learning, not learning, but improving his English while studying. But no, they also study French. Maybe Maxine now is bilingual. I'm not sure, but no. But both of them, they improved a lot their French skills. Louis also had the opportunity to work in France during the summer. So yeah, there is also French language. I totally forgot because the program is taught in English, but of course you will have the French language in the courses.
And how many international students do you have? Obviously, just from speaking to Louise and from Maxine as well, I can only gather that you've got quite a strong representation of different nations from all over.
Yes, so let's say there are two types of international students in our school. Historically, we have a lot of international students coming for French taught programs, okay? The English master's programs are quite new. They are 3 years old. So the non-French speaking students, they are just just that 3 years that we recruit them approximately, because before we had also semesters, etc. So now it's 15 to 20 students for the programs, but it can just increase, of course. And also something that Maxime mentioned and I didn't mention earlier, okay, the international community of students is quite important, French speaking also students. But we have a student association that the role of this student association is called IMT National, is to help the newcomers, the new international students coming to IMT or Europe, to organize their trip, for example, to help them with all the administrative procedures they have to carry on, like the bank, opening a bank account, which can be a nightmare. It's not a nightmare, but it can become a nightmare when you don't have the documents, when you don't know where to get the documents. So, okay, I'm there to explain the students, but also they can rely on other students, because sometimes it's also quicker, even if I'm reactive, but it can be quicker, it can be easier to speak with someone younger than myself, like another student, and they can then go out, organize some events together. So yeah, there is these associations and students between themselves, they help each other a lot.
And just finally as well, to finish on this, I think it's really important. It was mentioned earlier on in your presentation about the partnerships that you've got with not just French companies, but global companies, because of your standing, who you are, you know, the reputation that you've built up. Would you like to talk more about that in terms of who you do, not necessarily partner with, but you like to say you affiliate yourselves with?
Yeah, I'm not the one in charge of all the business and partnerships, but maybe Milen or Amin can focus on their own program with maybe projects that are currently working with they are doing with companies. I think Milen, you switch on the camera, so you might have something to say.
Yeah, actually, at the IMT Europe, we have like 2 missions. The first one is education, as we're discussing today. The other one is research. And it's a research fully dedicated to the industry. It's very applicable research. So actually, we gain a possibility to develop the tool, what I'm presenting as the mean of the technologies, the materials we have, the machines we have. They all become, because we got some money from these research activities that we develop with and for the industry. And that's why we have this partnership. Then we can also make the students benefit from this partnership with, we ask our colleagues from the industry to come and give some classes sometimes to share the experience with a forum with the industry. And also we have now a very large background to develop like internships, also like to send our students to gain the opportunity to work during the internship and final year project in this industry. Also, we have a large academic community at the international, because our work is not only spread on the north of France, but really internationally, with our participation and our control of European projects, for example. So that's why I don't want to be more specific, because it's really like it can be like what I said, from civil engineering to material science and composite industry. And what I mean can talk about also for the digital industry, we have like a very large spectrum of possibilities.
Thank you very much. Virginie, thanks for your time, and everyone that's participated as well. I really, really appreciate that. It's been a great session. If there's any more questions, if there's any more concerns or issues that you've been watching that haven't quite been answered, please reach out to us, let us know. We have got your details anyway, so we will be reaching out to you separately. But for now, huge thank you, Virginie, Mylene as well on the stage, and to Maxine and to Louise and Severe as well. A huge thank you, and we look forward to seeing you again next year. Thank you very much.